everybody? This is Armastis, and you're watching Armastis Live, and I'm back. I know it's been a few days. Where have you been, Armastis? Well, I've needed some much needed. I've needed some much needed rest. I needed some much needed rest. Yes. Anyway, I needed rest. So anyway, we didn't do a thing on Friday, but also because it was my sweetheart Tart's birthday, and so I wanted to invest all that time with her. I didn't want to rush home to try to get something together, and I didn't want to have to kind of just halfway put effort into a next video. So here we are. It's Sunday. No, there is no real news to report for today, but I am super excited because I got finally this in the mail. So the thing is that in North America, we were not expecting to get this until late next month. Are we still in March? Yes, we are. So late next month, and I finally got it straight from Square Enix. So I got one. I want to pick up maybe like two more from my LGS. Speaking of LGS stores, I guess it's kind of redundant, but local game stores. Finally, I got a chance to go to Zulu's over in Bothell, Washington, and I got to encourage you all to go check them out. I have their link to their store in the video description. I know I do, so go check them out. And they do deliver. I got to meet a wonderful gentleman who is their Final Fantasy TCG guy. His name's Connor, and you know what? They hooked me up. They had plenty, surprisingly, a pretty good amount of choice in terms of booster box, more than I was expecting, which was amazing. They had plenty of Shadowbringers available, and then they even had the Cloud Sephiroth starter deck available as well, which was really cool. But on top of that, not only did I get to meet the wonderful Connor and a few wonderful folks over there, but they hooked me up with promos from, as a part of buying stuff, you can get a promo. So I bought some stuff, and they let me get a few more promos than normal because, just the pandemic, missing out, and all that other kind of stuff. So it was super wonderful. So I just want to give a quick shout out and a thank you to Connor and to all the folks over there at Zulu's. I hope to work with them more in the future, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I do intend on going over there and participating in my first tournament, not this week, but maybe the next week. Speaking of this week, also, I will be out because, again, I got to go back to the doctor, surgery. It's going to be the same time frame, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I should be out. I should be back Sunday, though. Do not worry. I'm good. Thank you all, though, for all of your concerns, all your support, all of that. You all are awesome. I love you all. Thank you so much. On top of that, how are you doing? How have you been doing mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, all of the other kind of ways? I hope you're taking care of yourself. I hope you're taking care of others, showing love and respect yourself and to others as well. Of course, I have links to BetterHelp.com in the video link description. No, I'm not a sponsor, but you all know how important mental health is to me, and I hope that it is for you as well. So go check out BetterHelp.com. There's people out there to talk to. Again, my email is armasislife@gmail.com. It's in the video link description as well. Feel free to email me about everything, anything. It doesn't matter. I read all your emails. I keep emails confidential unless, of course, you give me your permission. And also, I got to do a redraw, and I'm sorry I didn't get a chance to do that announcement today, but or on this video, but I'm going to reach out to the individual that won because for some reason I can't give away the 100 giveaway winning. So yeah, I got to give it to somebody else. People aren't getting back to me. Come on. I'm trying to give you something for free. So there's going to have to be another redraw. I'm giving the individual who won, I think it's Pat O'Connor, I believe, in the video link description. You have to look. Please give me an email by the end of, well, I guess for some of you Sunday. But I will be doing a redraw, I guess, in a few hours, honestly. And hopefully get it out to somebody else. If not, I'm gonna have to figure out another way to give out this this giveaway because I don't want to keep it. I got a pre-release kit of Opus 13 and a Shadowbringer starter set for somebody. Yeah, right. I mean, somebody's got to get it. I don't want it. I didn't get it for me. I got it for you all. So I'll do another redraw on that. And I guess besides that, yeah, I'm doing good. I hope you're all doing good. So let's take a look at this boss deck chaos. We're just going to be doing an opening, just a quick overview of what's in here. I'm super excited. I don't know how many, well, I guess I kind of do because it's on the Square Enix site, but I kind of forgot also. So I guess I kind of don't. How many of what cards we're going to get in this thing. I'm also not quite too sure on how to play it. I know well, I know like a little bit of it, but I kind of want to get to know how to play the boss deck chaos, and then hopefully, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. I make maybe a few fun decks that could recommend to play with the boss deck chaos. I know somebody was saying that like a lot of people are just playing like their super OP constructed tournament ready decks against this. Which, okay, cool. More power to you. I mean, I would probably do the same too, but at the same time too, I would also like to play something a little more fun. Say maybe something a little more easier for an intro person to get in and play this, because I think this boss deck chaos is wonderful to get an entry level person or someone who's maybe not interested in TCGs in general into it, because it's a group effort. You're playing against something together as a group, and I think that's a pretty cool thing rather than a one-on-one competitive thing, because that could be a little intimidating for some people. So, you know, good on Square Enix for doing this. Anyway, I'm done talking. Let's jump into this. All right, here we are. So, boom, there it is. So cool looking. All right. So this is basically, well, it's all the bosses essentially from the Final Fantasy series. Most, I think not all, but maybe most. Hey, Rise. Yep, you work up early enough. Yeah, well, it's nice to have you here. Thank you for jumping in. Good to see you. I am glad you are here. Okay, so we've got let's see here. So we've got the instruction booklet, which I will have to go through on knowing how to play. I know you start with 3 specific ones. Yes, if you're playing the boss deck, then you're supposed to start with it looks like Spiritus, Chaos, and Garland. And then of course you get your fancy how do you play Final Fantasy TCG instruction booklet, which is great. Now, let's jump into these. Again, we're just going to jump into these. We're going to look at these, see what they get, see what we can get. Ooh, there's that full art Sephiroth is beautiful. So good. Okay, let's open that. I kind of open that last because I really want that Sephiroth. And let's see here. What are we going to expect? Oh, these things here are so difficult to open. So I did kind of give a little bit of a... I kind of did primer this a little bit to make it easier to open so I don't damage the cards, and I'm not taking forever during the stream to try to open this as well, because that's always scary if you with these kinds of really tightly sealed starter decks. The last thing you want to do is ruin it. Any of the corners, for those of you that are collectors like myself. Okay, here we go. So it looks like, so I know the deck is supposed to be 80 cards. I don't know if this right here is 40 in of itself or what, or if like you combine them both. I'm not sure. I'm assuming maybe this is 40. No, that can't be 40. Maybe this is 80 cards. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, let's take a look at this. Okay. So these are the boss cards. They're indicated by the B down here. These cannot be played, as I thought when I first was like looking at this way in the beginning before it became released. I thought you could play maybe like these cards in Constructed. I guess you can't. Obviously, it makes sense that you can't. They're super overpowered. So here we got Chaos here, the boss deck Chaos card, and this one is basically, so Chaos cannot leave the field due to your opponent's summons or abilities. If Chaos is on the field, Chaos can produce CP of any element. Remove Chaos from the game. Select one of the 2 following actions. Choose one, life forward, break it, and choose one card named Feral from your hand. Play one card named Feral from your hand onto the field. And So yeah, Rise Yep saying that he's open is and cannot wait to play it. Yeah, for sure. It looks really, really fun. I didn't get a chance to play this weekend with my friend, but you need more than just more than two people. You need three. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. So there's the Spiritus card, and then here is the Garland. So my understanding is that you do need to start with both of these if you are playing the boss deck. You do start with these as such. And then you draw 4 cards. If you're playing against 3 people, you get to draw 4 cards every turn instead of your original 2. But if you're playing against only 2 others, you draw 2 cards, to my understanding. But the thing I love about these cards here is just the beautiful this art right here, this like little leaf figure. I love this, and I kind of hope that in the future, we get some kind of like fanciness, like a foil fanciness on some of these cards. All right, so we do get 3 Xenos. It looks like we got 1 Chaos, a Chaos, if you will, a Chaos, a Spiritus, and a Garland. So here is Nell, the incredible, wonderful Nell. Again, this is only for the boss deck here, unfortunately, because this is the B Nell. She's incredible. This one is extremely overpowered because it has experts attached to it, as opposed to the original, which does not. So Orphan, of course, here from Final Fantasy 13. You know, I did like Orphan, the boss in Final Fantasy 13. Not bad. Here's Shadow Lord. So you all know how big of a fan I am of this card out of Opus 12. But this one is super overpowered because it just, yeah, you don't pay anything. It just automatically has these effects, the Brave and all that other stuff. So we get 3 of those, which is very cool. We got Golbez here. Okay, cool. How many do we get of these? Does it look like we only got 2 Nils? Oh, we got 3 Golbez. Very cool. Okay. And then Garland. So this is obviously all the boss deck cards here. There's the Feral Chaos, which Chaos lets you just play this straight from the hand. Yeah, card's super OP. Okay, and then so here's Sin. The boss version is so good. I kind of wish that like, I don't know. I kind of wish that this was available in the constructed. I would like to see people play the Sin card a little bit more. I know I've said I'm wanting to make a deck out of it, and maybe I will. If I get some time next week and I'm not like just like glued to my bed after going to surgery again, like maybe I can do it. I don't know. We'll see. So here's Cloud of Darkness. Okay, so we get 3 of these. That's fantastic. And then the Emperor, you all know how big of a fan I am of all the Emperor cards. I think they're so well, they play so well together. And then the Kefka. This Kefka, so much better. Also, Kefka, the best Final Fantasy boss. Hands down, bar none. Yes, I'm sorry, Sephiroth, it's not you. And honestly, I kind of have a hard time thinking that you are actually really a bad guy, Sephiroth. I think you're just a little misunderstood, a little misguided. So here's Ultimacia. Okay. Final Fantasy 8. I would like to see a remake of Final Fantasy 8. I think that'd be cool. Okay, so here's Ifrit. This one is crazy because the other one, I believe, only does 8. This one does 10k. X-Burst, costs 1, 10k damage. Ridiculous. So the Diablos here is... The difference, I believe, in this one is... the second ability, I think I could be incorrect. I believe it's the choose 1 character of cost 4 or less, break it. I think it was something else in the non-boss version. And then Odin here, so much better, of course. You get choose up to 3 forwards and you break them, which is just redonkulous. Seriously. And then Leviathan here, choose up to 3 forwards, return them to the owner's hand. Just a lot of like massive board clear. Which I kind of think like I would like to see some of these cards be able to be played in constructed. I don't know, maybe. So Zodiark, Keeper of the Precepts, is a cool card. If you control Dark Forward, the cost to cast Zodiark, Keeper of the Precepts is reduced by 3. Break all the forwards opponent controls. It's a cost 7. Yeah, I don't know. I do like this card a lot as well. Obviously, this one's a bit better. It looks like we only get 2 of those. Okay, so there's the boss deck. I'm going to sleeve all of these later. I'm not going to make you all watch me do that. Let me go ahead and get these carefully off to the side, and then we'll jump into our Sephiroth here. So I'm definitely going to be getting a few more of these because definitely if there aren't 3 foil Sephiroth full arts in here, then I definitely want to get my hands on a few more of these boss decks because for my collection, I want 3 full art Sephiroths for sure. Okay, here we go. So, and we're going to go ahead and get this one sleeved up, of course. So we got 1. Oh, we got 2. Oh, and it comes with 3. Oh, I honestly didn't know it's going to come with 3. That is so amazing. Such a wonderful, beautiful card. Now, also, for those of you that aren't aware to what's going on right now on the value of Sephiroth and Cloud cards, so this Sephiroth even jumped up quite a bit on price, the regular Opus 7-1. I'm not sure what the full art version cost is here. I'll assume because of limited supply, because of the pandemic, etc., that this will be a limited kind of supply thing. So if you can get your hands on 1, 2 of them, please do. Don't hoard them, but if you can get your hands like on 1 or 2 boss deck chaoses, highly recommend it. It looks like you do get 3, so maybe you just really need 1. Yeah, exactly. Rise Up says Sephiroth is worth as it is. So yeah, it's fantastic. We get 3 of them. That's so cool. And these ones here are playable and constructed, which is amazing because it's not anything too fancy schmancy. It does not have the boss name on it. So all of these, I believe, actually should be able to be played and constructed, I think. We'll look through it. And a lot of these are legends, which is incredible. So we got the legend Vayne here, and it looks like we get 1. What is that? Oh, Vayne's holding on to it, holding on to himself right here. Come on, Vayne. I'm holding on to Vayne here. So, okay. I don't want to mess it up. For those of you who are new to Final Fantasy TCG, or you decided to jump in and you watch this video, the reason why these cards stick together, it's not because, again, I feel like I have to say this every time. It's not because they're sticky or damaged. No. It's because the card quality is so incredibly good. The thickness on these cards are well made, and they just kind of hold on. It's like suction cups. So really good cards. Actually, probably the best quality cards, honestly. Okay, so we got 3 Kujas, which is Kuja's also a legend. Okay, and then we got 3 Ardens. Very cool. You know, I was looking at the video today of Arden, the expansion for Final Fantasy 15. I didn't ever play the expansion, and I actually enjoyed Final Fantasy 15. It wasn't a bad game. Okay, so there's our 3 Ardens. Something's holding on to Arden. It might be the Galdiz. Yep, it's Galdiz. So we got 1, 2, and 3 Galdizes. Okay, that's good to know. Okay, we get some backups here. So that's nice to see some of these Opus 1 remakes. Maybe not so much for collectors, but I think it's good because you know what? We need new people need to be able to get their hands on original stuff. You know, we want the game to grow, right? You gotta let new people get a chance to get the older stuff some way, somehow. Okay, so we get Opus 4 Bards as well, some standard unit. Okay, so some standard backup, more Opus 1 backups. Again, very nice. More Opus 1. Actually, really nice. That makes me happy here. Okay. Let me go ahead and... I'm just holding on the Bard. To the Summoner. There we go. Okay, so here we go. We get X-Death or Rare. This card's incredible as it is. You choose 1 forward from either player's break zone. If its cost is equal to or less than the number of backups you control, you just play it on the field, which is pretty good. Right, yep. The hard mode Galdiz is so good. Yes, the hard mode Galdiz is incredible for sure. It truly, truly is. All the hard mode cards are pretty fantastic. Okay, so we got Zalera here. A hero card. Really good card. There's going to be, in fact, Full Art Zalera comes out next month, actually. Oh, I forgot we get Mist Dragon. Oh my gosh, I forgot we got this card. Oh, from Opus 9, a fantastic card, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. Super, okay, played in, is a meta kind of card. Really good all around. Okay, so here we go. We go back into the boss cards here. So we got Vane. I'm gonna put the boss ones over here. Some Vanes here. And okay, so we got Kuja boss. Yep. See how many of these we get. 1, 2, 3. All right. 3 Kujas. We got Arden again, but boss version. So these are just basically the OP ones here. And I think, where is the... So here's the regular Arden here. So we take a look at both of them. Basically, this one has X burst. And see, this one is they cannot attack or block until the end of the next turn, and you choose 3 forwards. This one lets you just choose 1 forward. Yeah, that's so good. Hard mode cards, incredible. So we get 3 of those. That's very cool. Okay, so there's the Galdiz, the hard mode Galdiz, and hard mode Galdiz. And so this one is pretty good. You get to choose, select 3 of the 3 following actions rather than just one of the one. And then the last 2 abilities are even better there. For the hard mode one, where you choose 1 character other than card named Galdiz in your break zone and add it to your hand, and then you choose 1 forward, it loses 10k power until the end of the turn. Yeah, that's hard mode. That's amazing. Wow. All right, and so here's the X Death card, even better, right? This one, you choose 1 forward, and its cost has to equal to or less than the number of backups you can roleplay on the field. This one is when X Death enters the field, you choose up to 3 forwards among all break zones. I'll play all forwards among them of cost equal to or less than the number of backups you control onto your field. Yeah, that's disgusting. It is so good. And we get 1. So we got 1, 2. Oh, we got 3 of these. Cool. All right, and then we get the better Zalera here. Compare it to this one here. So this one has X burst, and it is break all the forwards of cost 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, and 13. They don't have to be dull, and it's got X burst. It's just so good. Yeah. All right, and we get 2 of those. Very cool. So listen, I highly recommend this. Whether you are a veteran player or a new player, and I say more so for newer players, and I still consider myself a very new amateur player. I probably will for a while, honestly. But just the fact that you get these cards, 2 Mist Dragons, and of course your 3 Sephiroth full arts here, like, this makes it worth it. Just honestly, these 5 cards, in my opinion, make this worth it. I highly recommend go out, pick 1 up, pick 2 up. Don't pick too many up. Let others have a chance, but pick 1 or 2 up, and yeah, give them a shot. Maybe get some. If it's safe, make sure you're still wearing a mask and social distancing. But if it's safe, try to get some people in on this. Some new players, get them excited to be able to, compete against a boss. You can work with a friend, play against another person. Yeah, I think this is cool. This is really genius. I don't remember seeing any other. I don't remember any other TCGs doing this. I'm sure they have, but I like the fact that Square Enix has done this, and I hope to see more things like this in the future. What would be very fascinating is if they could do something like this with just 2 players, but you have one of the players maybe just controlling like that extra deck, but make it strategically in a way that you still get to work, as a team against the one other deck, even with 2 players, if that made sense. I hope that made sense. So I guess we'll see. Anyway, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. So yeah, just wanted to do a quick look. I'm really interested on maybe doing like a making a couple 2 or 3 builds to kind of play against these, to battle against these, just to see, I don't know, something for fun. I know a lot of folks have been posting just their constructed OP builds, but not everybody wants to do that, and everybody can't afford to do that. So I'll probably do like I don't know, just throwing it out there, just kind of pitching it, maybe like a Final Fantasy VIII kind of themed cheap build against the bosses, and like maybe a Final Fantasy VI, because that's my favorite one. We'll see. Anyway, thank you for watching. That's really it, ladies and gentlemen. So we should be back tomorrow playing Final Fantasy XIV, the game. And let's see. I think I might possibly move the what are we on? We are on Opus 3. Oh my gosh. We are on Opus 3 of our booster boxes. I might push that up till this Tuesday, possibly, if we got time. And then again, I'll be out Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I should be back Sunday. And maybe you might have somebody else on the stream with me. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, thank you again for watching. Thank you for your support, for your love, for everything. Please like, please subscribe, please follow. Let's get that number up. I love doing this for you all. Love the game. I love you all. Remember, you're all wonderful. You're all beautiful. You're all loved. And until next time, from me and Boba, bye-bye.